Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of the Everton Project. Today we are back with two big matches in the Premier League, one against top of the table Manchester City before taking on the basement club Sheffield United. Thank you very much for the support on the series over the weekend. Absolutely fantastic. Lovely to see so many of you in the comment section coming back after not maybe watching some of the content that wasn't Football Manager, but really glad to have it back. Of course, subscribe for daily Football Manager videos. We will be starting our main Football Manager 24 save this week in our Road to Glory with South Shields. So we'll keep going with the Everton Project, of course, as well, and sort of have two series on the go for a little bit. And then, of course, we will converge down to just one. But we will, at the very least, continue to the end of Season 1 with Everton, and then we'll see how it goes from there. So leave a like if you enjoy. It would be absolutely fantastic if we could hit 50 likes on this video. Hit 100 on Episode 1, hit 50 on Episode 2. But the last couple of episodes, we've slacked a little bit. So let's get back up to 50 and get this series going again. But let's get ourselves into the action. Since the last episode, of course, quite a while since I've played. Release day was the last time I played. But Brentford, I beat them in my return match 2-0. It was a sensational performance, XG of 4. We really deserved more. Calvert-Lewin missed a penalty, missed glaring opportunities left, right and centre, but he was the only weak link, you would say. Everybody else played brilliantly. Jack Harrison, Danjuma playing very well. Beto getting his 7th goal of the season as well. And a 2-0 victory over Brentford, meaning that we are now 6th in the Premier League on 24 points after 12 games. And if we do win today against Man City by some sort of miracle, we would go level on points with them and Tottenham at the summit of the table. But what is particularly impressive is that we are, 8 points clear of 10th place West Ham. If we were to finish in the top half, and that would be absolutely amazing. And 14 points clear of relegation zone and Brentford. We probably only need another 16 points or so from now until the end of the season to ensure our survival. Let's have a little look at squad performances. Top goal scorer is Beto with 7 from 9 starts, 6 from 8. For Sergio Cameo, 3 for Harrison, 3 for Lewis Dobbin. Top assists is 3 for Patterson, 3 for McGinn, and 3 for James Garner, sorry. And top average rating is Jack Harrison with a 7.62 average rating. Dynamics are looking very, very strong as well. Good club atmosphere, good managerial support, and starting to get better with our team cohesion. Injury situation is improving as well. Doucouré and Dele Alli, the only ones that are out on decent injuries at the moment. Coleman's returned, as has various other players as well. If you look at the expectations, of course, we were expected to finish mid-table by the board. We are on 83% confidence for that. We are A-rated with the board, and with the supporters, we are A+. So, I mean, you can't say fairer than that. We've had a brilliant start to the season. Let's hope we can keep it going today. We've, of course, got about £4 million to spend in January. Already thinking about how we might spend that going forward. I know quite a few of you have got involved in the comment section and telling me, where do you think the team needs strengthening? And one area I think we've all said is maybe down that right wing, maybe another centre back as well, just to shore everything up. Okay, right. Well, let's have a little look at the team for today then. If we zoom forward, yes, I believe this is right. And you can see I'm going for a new tactic. I spent a little bit of time last night thinking about, well, how do we turn this into a more positive formation? for away from home, because we're going to get absolutely trounced if we keep playing attacking 4-2-4 away from home. So I thought, well, let's go for a flat back five, but with a couple of wide centre backs, an inverted full back to sort of slot back in, but then we've got a bit of a wing back to try and bomb down this left hand side. A couple of central midfielders, but the ball winner right in the centre there, and then a shadow striker behind Beto. Rather than having wingers, we're going to play a little bit more narrow away from home, try and keep the ball down those central regions and see what happens. We might get absolutely smacked today, but I thought let's just try and prevent Man City from scoring. We're going to let them have plenty of the ball, but then when we do get the ball, it's going to be a fluid counter-attack. Try and get over the opposition defence, get Beto running onto it, using his pace, which is pretty good, and then hopefully finishing the job. That's the plan anyway. That's how I'm feeling about it. Whether that will happen or not, I don't know. But Jordan Pickford will start in goal. We've then got Patterson, Keane, Tarkovsky and Branthwaite with Michaelenko in defence. Onana is our ball winner today with Garner and McGinn in the middle. And Jack Harrison will start behind Beto up top. So here we go then. Let's get ourselves into the action at the Etihad. Top of the table, Manchester City, of course, Haaland, Grealish, Silva. I mean, the list goes on. Man City are pretty special, and it's going to be very, very tough to even get close to them today. But if we can try and keep it tight at the back, which we've generally succeeded in, then who knows what can happen here. But they have won their last 5 matches. They're in the best form possible to come into this match and take us on. Our team, a little bit scatty in terms of form. Obviously, we lost against Manchester United in the last episode. But Man City leading the way and 3 points ahead of us. So that's what we've got to look at. If we want to eventually be competing with these sides to win trophies and win titles, then we're going to have to get used to playing them away from home. And we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Hopefully we can absolutely bring this game to a board draw, 0-0. Nothing happens. I would take that as a massive success today. But not much happening in the first 20 minutes or so. Michaelenko having a good game, it would appear. But and Kevin De Bruyne having a good game, but everybody else is just sort of chilling at the moment. 3 shots from Manchester City so far, nothing of note. Let's make that 4 shots now, and they've had an insane amount of possession, almost 70%. But we are surviving. They are not getting any good chances, and that's kind of what we wanted to do. No highlights in that first half. And Kyle Walker injured as well. I'd say that was a pretty successful first half for us. We've not in so much as had a chance. And maybe in the last 20 minutes or so, we'll switch to that winger formation and we'll try and catch them on the break towards the end. We have had 1 shot and it was on target. Interesting, it wasn't a highlight. But here we go. This is going to be a Manchester City set piece. And this would be a very disappointing way to concede. And that's exactly what we do. And Erling Haaland has scored. Was he onside? That's the question. Or is this going to be a disallowed goal? Oh, it is disallowed. Hey. Well, we'll settle for that. I mean, he must have just slipped offside. Oh, my goodness me. It was by an inch. It was crossed in. Good header into the back of the net. But, alas, it is still 0-0. Because he drifted very slightly. Now, the question is, when do we make this call to switch to our more usual style of play? And maybe try and win this match? I mean, Kevin De Bruyne standing over this. This could well be making our decision for us if they score here. Oh, it's just wide. I think give it another 10 minutes and then go for a cap triple or cap quad. And we'll see. Here's Akanji on the ball. Gets it to John Stones now. And that's forward to Bernardo. Here's Akanji again, and Man City definitely looking the more likely to score. And here's Grealish, and he does score. And that time it won't be disallowed. So I think we now switch, because we're not going to get a draw playing this way. We'll switch to our more attacking formation. We're going to put Branthwaite on the right-hand side, I think, and put him as an inverted full-back, and then Mykolenko can be a complete wing-back on attack. Tarkovsky or Patterson. Yeah, Patterson's going to come off. And then McGinn can actually play out wide, but I think he's going to be better suited there. And then do we want Onana or Garner? Apparently we want Onana. We're going to bring Danjuma on the right. Danjuma on the left, Harrison on the right, and Beto is going to be up top. And we're going to give Dominic Calvert-Lewin a chance to redeem himself. So it's a cap double. Is there anybody else we want to bring on? I mean, Idrissa Gana Gueye for Onana, possibly. Harrison's not having the best game, so we might bring on Dwight McNeil for the last few minutes. But we are changing things up. We're trying to actually go and win this game. We've been a bit fearful of Manchester City, which is understandable. We've kept it to 1-0. I think we've had a solid defensive performance, but now is the time to try and take it to City and play our own way, if you like, and get ourselves back into this match. And maybe have a goal of our own to take a point away from the Etihad today. And here we go. Into the middle it goes. And, well, it was the first time we've actually seen our players on the ball in a highlight. Here's Ederson. Now, what's he going to do with it? He throws it out to Akanji. It feels like there's going to be a mistake coming here, but maybe not. Here's a Grealish on the left-hand side. This is a good run from Jack Grealish. Still going, and it's Haaland 2-0. Well, there you go. And that's what happens. We're going to demand more. McGinn's going to come off for nobody. What could we do here? Branthwaite for Ashley Young and put him as a complete wing-back on attack. And then, yeah, Jack Harrison not having the best of games, so bring on Dwight McNeil and see if in these last 15 minutes we can have any sort of difference made. That wasn't good. It's gone out for a throw-in to Manchester City. And now I've got 15 minutes left in this match. Let's make that 10. And I don't think we're going to get anything out of it. But we haven't disgraced ourselves against a Manchester City side who could have came out 4-5-0 today, you feel, with some of the quality of our squad. I know quite a lot of people have said, look, Joe, I think you're underestimating how good your squad is, but I disagree politely. I think, a lot of them are very old, not very talented players. We've got very solid players, but there's not a lot of flair in this squad. We do have a couple of good youngsters, but it is going to be a challenge to keep us in the top half, most definitely. I think we should keep ourselves in the Premier League now, but top half is going to be tough. But, we're having a good season, and 2-0 against Manchester City, hey, we have not disgraced ourselves there. So I'm pretty happy with that. Proud of your efforts. Let's get ourselves out of the Etihad and get ourselves refocused for a team that haven't won yet in Sheffield United. Well, this is a very interesting email that I wasn't expecting to see. They have raised the current transfer budget after our high position in December. Let's try and maintain it. £30.5 million. I feel like we can do a decent job with that. £30.5 million. That's going to that's definitely going to get us a different caliber of player, I think. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes in January. Definitely shifts the expectation a little bit. Maybe we're going to have a little look at getting rid of some of the dead wood in January. Okay, a few changes for this Sheffield United match then. Of course, we are going back to our 4-2-4, which will hopefully bring us a decent result here. Jordan Pickford will start and go with Patterson, Tarkowski, Godfrey and Branthwaite in defence. Garner and McGinn will hold the midfield with Harrison and Danjuma. Starting wide of Beto and Lewis Dobbin up top, who hasn't started since earlier this season, but of course scored 3 very important goals towards the start of the season. So we're going to give him another chance because, Dominic Calvert-Lewin isn't really performing at the level we would expect. So let's try and change that. Let's try and bring somebody in that'll give him a little bit of competition, a little something to worry about, and let's see if we can get some more goals on the scoreboard. I've put together the recruitment focuses. I think definitely a new right wing. I know Harrison is good. He's actually only 26 years old, so it might just be a case of trying to make that signing permanent, and seeing where we're at. I think, maybe Papis Cisse did his job at the start of the season. He might be somebody that's moved on or released in January. And here's Jack Harrison now. What can he do with it? Gets it into Beto, and it is 1-0. I think onside. Certainly looked like a pass backwards, so it should be. Yeah, and it was a very quick check from VAR there. And yeah, Patterson with a lovely ball through, and Harrison. It was pretty much parallel, but an excellent goal for Beto, and it's already 1-0 over Sheffield United, which is exactly what we needed. Okay, right, here's Garner then. Garner whips it forward, and it's a header from McGinn. McBurney's there. Here's Danjuma now. Danjuma finds Patterson all the way back to Godfrey. Finds Patterson again. Still Patterson. Still going here. Now here's Tarkowski. And look at the amount of blue shirts that we've got in the penalty area. Don't want to give it away to Sheffield here. Godfrey. Here's Tarkowski. And now he's starting to get under a little bit of pressure, so relieves that pressure by finding Pickford. Here's Tarkowski again. Tarkowski still going. Branthwaite. Good ball over the top, but nothing doing there. Oh, and Harrison wins it back. It's still Jack Harrison now. Jack Harrison into the middle, header from Danjuma. And it is 2-0 to Everton now. And that was a lovely little move, wasn't it? Tarkowski was under pressure, but managed to get it all the way back to Jordan Pickford. And then, Jack Harrison, beautiful little dink over the top, and Danjuma sticks it into the back of the net. And it's now Everton 2, Sheffield United 0. And as that stands, it gets us back up to 5th place, which is good to see. I'm thinking let's change these up a little bit to try and increase the viewer experience, if you like. Here's Harrison, gets it to Patterson now, and this is exactly what we've been doing, controlling games, keeping the ball, looking confident on the ball, and that's what we like to see. And Beto's certainly been somebody to stick the ball in the back of the net more often than not this season. Here's Davies now, clears it, header, and here's McGinn now to Tarkowski. Finds Patterson. All the way back to Tarkowski again. Here's John McGinn. Finds Godfrey. Godfrey still going. Here's Patterson again. Nathan Patterson finds Jack Harrison. He finds Beto. He finds McGinn. It's John McGinn. Oh, that was a great move, but didn't quite manage it. Right, we're going to put the league table up here. I'm going to put the visualizer down here because the visualizer's useless anyway. We're going to put the latest scores up there so that you can see what's happening in other matches. And then what we're going to have down here. I suppose, do I put the... I think I'll put the Sheffield United formation down there, because I don't know if you guys are particularly interested in that. What visualizations could we have? Maybe match momentum. Is that a good one to have? Yeah, I like the match momentum down here, actually. That sort of shows you what's happening as we're going on. So yeah, let's keep going. We'll make some changes shortly, I think. Maybe bring Dominic Calvert-Lewin on. Give him another chance to redeem himself. Here's John McGinn, finds Danjuma, now finds Beto, and here's Beto again, and disappointing shot there in the end from him. Okay, so Dobbin's going to come off. We're going to put on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And we're also going to take off Jack Harrison, and we're going to put Jesse Lingard on. And Super John McGinn is going to come off, and we are going to put Idrissa Gana Gueye on for him. Now, he's quite old. He's on quite a large wage packet as well, £130,000 a week. Would be quite nice if we could offload him in January. Here's Beto, finds Danjuma now. Danjuma makes it 3, and that's his second of the game. That was a lovely little move. And, 3-0 now. You would suggest that is match over. But Branthwaite was the one that started all of that. He got it to Beto, and Beto got it to Danjuma. Danjuma ran in, and that was just a lovely little finish into the corner. And, now 3-0 up. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. Luton Town are 2-1 down at Chelsea. Crystal Palace are beating Burnley. Newcastle 3-2 up at Aston Villa. That's a very big result for them if they can hold on to it. Here's Garner, finds Branthwaite. Garner again. Garner with a shot over the bar. Unlucky. Very unlucky there. Bournemouth 1-0 up at Wolves. And Brentford and Nottingham Forest 1-1 at the moment as well. Here's Garner now with the corner. Whips it in. It's headed away, but Beto tried to win it back. Here's Danjuma, who's picked up a little knock, actually. Probably need to bring him off. We're going to stick on Ashley Young and treat him as if he was young, because that's one of the positions he used to play in on the left wing there when those legs were a little bit younger. Okay. I'll finish with the puns now. It's a pity that we didn't draw against Man City, because we might have been almost level on points with them had we done that. But there you go then. 3-0 is the final result there. And Beto with a goal and Danjuma with 2. It was a very strong performance, and once again another clean sheet. Jordan Pickford certainly looking good on the clean sheets bonus this year. Let's just actually have a little look at that. He must be pretty high on that list. Most clean sheets, where are we looking? Yeah, Dean Henderson and Nick Pope. So he is joint third at the moment on 5 out of 30, or is it 12 matches so far this season. Dean Henderson is top, though. That's very impressive for him. Nick Pope up there as well. Alison Leno and Pickford are up there for us, and David Raya up there for the Arsenal. But what an end, really, for us to still be fighting in that Champions League battle, if you like, after 14 games is very impressive. Beto only behind Erling Haaland. I mean, Erling Haaland is, of course, a cheat code in terms of golden boots. So best of the rest, we definitely take that. What a player he's been. He's improving in all areas. He's only 25 as well, so he could get better. But is doing a brilliant job in his first season in the Premier League. Didn't even have a pre-season to get himself acquainted. He's just been fantastic all the way through. So when are we going to come back? Obviously, it's a very, very busy December. We've got to come back for the Merseyside derby. So I think I'll maybe play Tottenham and Bournemouth off camera, and then we'll do Liverpool and Burnley in the next episode, because that's a Boxing Day clash as well. Yeah, so I'll play those 3 games off camera. And we'll see if we're still in the battle, obviously. First Merseyside derby of the series. Liverpool will definitely be favourites, but like we've just shown against Man City, we're not going to disgrace ourselves. So if you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Remember, 50 likes would be absolutely incredible. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.